Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with a Facebook and YouTube live update. Hope everybody's Tuesday evening is going well. So far, so good on my end, I'm happy to say. We'll let some folks get into the room, and then we'll get moving here. Of course, at the top of the agenda for tonight is fog. You know, last night it was freezing rain. And, of course, for much of the last week, it's been Arctic chill and bitter cold and snow. It's funny to think back on a lot of December, including Christmas, which was not only very warm, but also very quiet and uneventful, and how uneventful really our weather has been. But now things have been changing. Ever since that storm came, Friday will be 2 weeks ago, so a week and a half ago. And then after that came the Arctic blast. And now after that has come a warm up and some melting. And of course, now we have the dense fog. Chris, hello to you. Kathy, and a very foggy Sturgis. Boy, that fog is getting thick in a hurry. Gwen, good evening to you. I will be safe. Thank you very much on my way home tonight. Fortunately, when I go home, there aren't a lot of people out. So that makes it a little bit easier to be safe. But thank you for the wish. Trenton, I'm doing great. I hope you are too. Melissa, good evening to you. And John, reporting in from Portage. I appreciate it very much. We're going to get right to it here. As soon as we top 100, that's when I feel like we've got enough in here to get moving on. But again, obviously what we're talking about here is some fog that's going to be quite thick, quite dense in the morning. I've already had a few folks asking about school closings tomorrow, and I think the superintendents are going to be like, I don't want to hear about it anymore, right? Let's see, Audrey, hello to you. Foggy and light drizzle in Plainwell. GR in the house. Cool. Oh, Cody. Hey, thanks. That was very nice, and I'm glad that you got it. And you are very, very welcome. You are very, very welcome. Tim, hello to you in Springfield. All right, well, we're getting close to 150 in the room, so let's get moving, right? First of all, on the agenda, and by the way, welcome to all on Facebook and on YouTube. Appreciate it very much. Ashley, hello to you in South Haven on YouTube and on Facebook Live. Let me minimize myself here a little bit, and there we go. On the agenda for tonight, fog update, morning commute impacts. Michelle, hello. Kenny, are we going to have some flooding this weekend? With all the snow melt, there might be some tributaries and some streams that might get into that. And hopefully we don't get any hefty rain coming in behind it. While I'm on that subject, let me take a look at what we're looking at here for forecast models to see if we're going to be seeing anything like that. And then we'll move on with the rest of the forecast. I do see on the 24th, right, which is tomorrow, I think that we're going to get, we could get up to maybe even 1/4 of an inch of rain. I don't think that that's out of the question. So that's something that we'll have to keep an eye on there. That combined with the snow melt. Sorry, I'm looking at my computer here, which is telling me that the battery is going down, but I think we'll be all right. So some localized flooding, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But wide scale, I don't know about that. That might be, we're going to have to keep an eye on it, Kenny. Major rivers, I don't think so. But again, with the ice melting and stuff, we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Michelle, hello. Let's see. Jerry, good evening to you. Leah, pretty foggy in Portage. Oh, yeah. Hello to Level Park in Battle Creek, Ashley. Thank you so much, Desiree and Tracy. Good evening to both of you. Husband's in Angola, and he can barely see at all to drive, and it's getting worse. Melissa, that's right. And thank you for that report, by the way. Blessings to you in Tuconcha there, Dennis. Thanks. Mike, hello to you. Kim in Bronson. Chris, 37 in Almena Township, and I'm glad to see you're not in the truck right now. So that means that you have some home time with Eli. Linda, hello to you. And Ariana, do I predict school closings north of I-96? I don't think so. Not totally out of the question because it's going to stay a little bit colder up there, so there's going to be a little bit more problems on the roads. But I don't expect a lot. And certainly south of I-96, I don't think there'll be that many. Although the fog is a bit of a wild card. But, I mean, come on. The superintendents have spent like 4 or 5 days in the last week and a half. Running out of days pretty fast. Grand Junction, foggy. Thanks, Crystal. Hello to you, Deb. In Centerville, Greg, love that update. 8 weeks until spring. We're getting there. Christine, hello. Jennifer in Kalamazoo. Tammy, hello to you in a foggy Hastings. I appreciate it very much. Cody, hello again, Jeanette, Coldwater, Ron, and Kathy in Three Rivers. All right, let me get to it. You see what we got here? We say goodbye Arctic chill. We trade the Arctic chill in for the permacloud. Here's what we're looking at for the bus stop forecast. Dense fog in the morning. Listen, take your time in the morning. Just already tell yourself, that you're going to need to take some extra time. Remember those low beam headlights, the basics, right? The basics, you already know that. But we're going to be going off to school at about 33 degrees. I'm going to have that hour by hour update, and we'll look at temperatures station by station there when we do that. That's coming up a little bit later on my run here. I'll try to get to it in a hurry. Heading home, I think it's just going to be a chilly rain. We're looking at a high in the upper 30s to around 40, and a soaker of a rain coming through. Like I said, looking at a model here that's going with about a quarter of an inch. I mean, that's not a heck of a lot. If it was in the summer, it'd be like hardly any. But in the winter, coming on top of that snow melt, I think it's going to be a bit of a soaker at times, and certainly going to add to the puddling, if you will, and the ponding that's going on out there right now. Yvonne, I'm liking that meltdown for sure. 94 wasn't bad at all this morning, Chris. Thanks for the report there from the big orange truck. Appreciate it. William, I don't think we're going to be seeing any snow in Kalamazoo, not in the near term anyway. Barb, hello to you in Colon, and hello to Wyatt. Connie, thank you so much. Hope all's going well there. Katie in Cooper Township. Holland will be impacted by the fog, Maddie. Yes. In fact, we're going to get to that in just a few moments. And you're right. Snow days are left is not nearly as important as safety. And that's what the superintendents are thinking out there as well. Jen, hello to you. Thank you so much. Did you send me that message that you said you were going to? I gotta look out for that. Tim, hey, I'm having a great night. Battle Creek to Marshall around 5 a.m. Just very foggy. Very foggy. Antho, hey, hello from Whitehall. Appreciate it. We got to get to summer, right? We got to get to summer. Good evening to you, Carol. Thank you very much. And got a really dense fog down there in Sturgis. Thank you so much. Ashley, hello. Tiffany, always good to see you in Kentwood. Courtney, good evening. Ashley, and Battle Creek, yes, there will be some fog. Tina, hello. Jerry, foggy and damp in Springfield. And Jeff, not too foggy in Ceresco. Coco and Cody are enjoying the weather outside. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, Cody, I promise I'll get to that tomorrow. Right offhand, I'm not sure what the weather's looking like in San Francisco. I hear there's a pretty big football game going on out there this weekend. Check this out. Yeah, this is a live camera, although I did banner wrong. My bad. This is Coldwater, and this is the live look right now, looking down from the Willowbrook Tower camera, which is looking over I-69. Now, we should be able to see the interstate, which is a bit of a distance away, but obviously we can't see it because of the dense fog. You can barely see car headlights there at the bottom of the screen. We should be able to see the hotel that's in the foreground, but we can't see that either because the fog, is that thick. The fog is that thick. I'm looking at another rainfall total here just to see how much we're going to be getting. Could get up to a half an inch here over the next day and a half. So that's going to add, to the dampness that's out there. Nancy, I'm having a great night. Thanks, Amber. Hello to you in Hudsonville. North Muskegon, Lynn, I hope you dug out from all that snow for sure. Trent, good luck to you on your exams. It should be all snow. No complaining, Sandy. Lay down the law. All right, so that's one view. Here's another view. Look at this. This is in Bangor now. This is bannered, right? This is in Bangor where the fog is indeed getting thicker. You can see that. And, just over the last couple of hours, it's starting to thicken up. This is the scene that's going on all around West Michigan right now. So we're checking in with the visibility. And look at this. I-94 in south right now is very poor. We got close to zero, a quarter of a mile near it in Kalamazoo, Three Rivers and Sturgis. So up and down US 131. Very foggy. Foggy in Battle Creek at a half mile. Coldwater, we just showed you that. And that half mile looks to me to be less than that even from the Willowbrook Tower camera. South Haven, Benton Harbor, the same. And I do think that these poor visibilities will migrate a little more to the north. It's already at less than 2 miles in Holland, 2 in GR, and at 1 in Ionia. So that sort of corresponds well with what we have for the dense fog advisory. You can see those counties that are in gray is where we have the dense fog advisory that goes until tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Bernie in Pensacola. Hey, thanks for checking in. Natalie, hello in Union City. Erica, I do believe there will be school tomorrow, but again, that's not my call. Bernie, thanks for checking in from the Sunshine State there on the Panhandle. Boy, it's been a rough week for weather for you guys too. I know that had the severe weather with a tornado there in Panama City. Cindy, take that fog instead of more falling snow. Well, at least there's not ice on the road, right? Russell, hello to you. In South Haven, Brenda, hello. Hope there's school. I think it's going to be a tough call for the supers to call out for tomorrow. But like I said, that's not me. I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. Oh, Eli's walking all over it. Well, it's a game changer, right? You know that. Got to hide everything. He's going to be destroying everything. Anthony, hello to you. And I appreciate the thanks. Thank you so much. Jackson, tomorrow morning, actually, it's going to be very foggy. Dense fog all around. Dense fog all around. Nancy, good question. What time do I think it will dissipate? I think by noon. That advisory goes till 11. That gives us some clue, some indication there from the National Weather Service. I do think fog is going to be a problem for the schools tomorrow. Hey, Edison, hello. 45 in Dayton, Tennessee. A little bit chilly for you folks there in Dayton, although it's mid-January, right? I hope you're having a good night there in the volunteer state. Hello to you, Kristen. And Natalie, there could be a delay. That fog is going to be around, I think, until late morning. All right, let's get right to the temperatures right now. Notice we're above freezing. That's a good thing because, of course, if we were in the mid or upper 20s instead of the mid 30s, we would have a serious problem on our hands. So we trade the cold and the problems that brought us, even this morning with the ice that was out there. And we trade that for dense fog. And so it's warmer, so we don't have a problem with the ice on the roads, but it's going to be quite foggy in the morning. All right, all quiet on live Doppler radar. And remember this, actually, no, not in the near term. There won't be any more snow. We're going to be warming up. Erica says, bring on some more, some sun. Yes. There's not going to be a lot of that either. Damon, hope the weather's decent this Saturday, traveling to Kalamazoo in the afternoon to visit your daughter. Oh, that's awesome. And thank you for the thanks. I think we're probably going to be okay Saturday morning. Saturday evening, I think we'll see some rain, but should be pretty decent, Damon. It's not going to be that bad, I don't think. Banfield in the house. Donna, thanks for checking in. April, thanks for the thanks. And I'm glad that you find them helpful as well. All right, so you see what's going on the radar. Pretty quiet right now. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not a mist or moisture out there. We've already documented there's a lot of fog. Let's go hour by hour. All right, here we go. We're starting at midnight or shortly after. Notice our temperatures are going to be staying a little above freezing. Big Rapids, Fremont, you're going to be teetering on it a little bit more. And that's why, by the way, with respect to the question earlier about what about schools north of I-96, could be, I think there's a bit of a greater chance of maybe some closings north of I-96. But even there, I think, it's fog related, which that fog is going to be not as thick north of I-96. And so now side roads, I think, are still a bit of a mess north of 96. So that might argue in favor of some closings. But, we have to wait and see what the superintendents think about that. Sandy, no freezing fog. Good question. No freezing fog. Gina, hello to you in Athens. 40s in February. Yeah, I think that's true. I can see that happening. I do think that we're going to be in for a warm-up. But remember, our typical high temperatures are around 30, 31. So even at 38, 39, we're warmer than average. Craig, loving the warm weather. Trenton, awesome. Great choice. Great choice. So I wish you well on that career path. All right, we got rain in here. Look at this. By 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, notice our temperature profile. Just about everybody's above freezing. So it's just going to be a chilly rain that's going to be mixing with that fog. And I think, again, it's going to be quite challenging to get around in the morning. This morning, the challenge was the ice. Tomorrow morning, I think it's just going to be from visibility issues. And so just like this morning, what that means is take your time. Be extra cautious. And don't forget to have those low beams on tomorrow morning. Essential, even though it might be daylight, essential that in that dense fog that you have your low beams on. Rain widespread with temperatures above freezing by noon. We're going to be in the mid to upper 30s. And notice we're going to be sticking around those mid to upper 30s all day long. It's going to be gloomy tomorrow. I think the fog goes away by late morning into the early afternoon, but we're going to have rain. We could have anywhere from 0.2 to 1/4 of an inch on the low side, to 1/3 of an inch, maybe a little bit more than that on the higher side. It's going to be soppy day tomorrow. It's going to be a soppy day tomorrow. Brian, I'm with you on that one, buddy, and thanks for stopping in to remind us all that Will is the man. Ryan, hello to you. Robert, 83 today. Whoa. And you guys had some cold air down in South Tejas, right? Let's see. Trudy, hello to you. And what else I got? Dawn, good evening. Thanks very much. Loika, do I expect school closures? I don't expect them. Delays, not out of the question. I don't expect closures just because there have been so many lately. But again, that's not my call, and I don't go there, other than saying this is what I think. Corrine, good evening, and Marshall, thank you so much. Connie, I appreciate that. Jennifer, slick streets in Hastings. Okay, especially on some of the lesser traveled roads, there could still be some slick spots, so don't discount that. Main highways are good, but side roads or lesser traveled roads, thanks for that reminder there, Jennifer. That is definitely a good reminder. All right, so there's our hour by hour showing you what's happening. Now our 7-day forecast. We're going to be warming up. Tomorrow's high upper 30s. We're going to be in the low 40s. Thursday, I think we see another round of some rain that's moving in the evening. Friday, just cloudy. Saturday night into Sunday morning, a bit of a wintry mix with morning wet snow Sunday, but nothing dramatic, nothing traumatic. Thanks, Barb, for the thanks. And Wilson, thank you. I appreciate it. So that's what we're looking at for the 7 days. So overall, considering really the weather drama that we've had over the last couple of weeks, going back to that powerful winter storm that was a week and a half ago, Friday will be 2 weeks, followed by that Arctic outbreak with lake effect snow and wind chills as cold as -20 to -25 for a couple of days, followed by now this fog coming in with a lot of melt going on. Actually, the next few days are going to be fairly quiet. Not nearly as much going on. Taco Tuesday, Mike, I'm glad you're here to remind us. I appreciate that. Sean, good evening to you, and Portage and Michelle. Thanks for the thanks. All right, everybody, I'm going to skate on out of here. So just remember tomorrow morning, dense fog advisory for everybody. And so you're going to be dealing with some reduced visibility. It's already way down I-94 south, and I think I-96 south tomorrow morning. We'll continue to see some dense fog. I'm live at 10 on ARC West Michigan. I'm live at 11 at News Channel 3. Don't forget, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Threads. At Weatherman Keith, all lowercase, all one word, at Weatherman Keith. And now, by the way, thanks to StreamYard, which is a service that we use, I'm actually already on my News Channel 3 page, so maybe you're watching me on WWMT's Keith Thompson. If not, you're watching me on either the News Channel 3 YouTube page or the News Channel 3 Facebook page. You can hop on over to my Facebook page and give it a like. I'd appreciate it. That's WWMT's Keith Thompson. Ashley, thanks, and I appreciate that very much. Thanks, Damien. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. And Tanielle, be safe, and prayers for bus drivers. Hey, that is for sure. And by the way, when you see those big yellow buses out there, just like those big orange trucks or those county road commission trucks, please give them plenty of room so that they can make sure that they are safe. Definitely with that school buses, they've got some precious cargo in there. Don't forget, Jeff Porter's live and in person tomorrow morning, 4:30 to 9 with weather updates. He's going to have those visibility issues or any issues that there might be. He'll have your latest visibility. He'll also have the rain report because it's going to be raining tomorrow morning as well into the afternoon. And then he'll have an update as well on the rest of the week and the weekend. I'll be back here at 5:30, and 6 tomorrow, and we'll do another Facebook Live right here from the News Channel 3 digital studio at 9 o'clock. And that'll be, of course, on YouTube as well. Candy, I hope you have a good night as well. I don't, Sarah, but the fog is a bit of a wild card. Listen, when the superintendents all over West Michigan are driving around at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, whenever it is, that they're driving their district, and they'll make that call. I don't think so. But might there be a few? Yeah. Remember, some districts are rural in nature, and they have a lot of dirt roads, a lot of back roads to travel on, and they might still be a little bit dicey in some thick fog. At least some delays. I'd be surprised if we don't have some delays. Closings, I think, are going to be minimal. Delays, though, we might have plenty of those. And Wilson, that's very kind. I appreciate you for saying that very, very much. Sarah, okay. Interesting. Well, don't forget, we update that stuff on our website. So go to WWMT.com and you can catch up on that. All right, everybody, thanks again for being here. If I don't catch up with you tonight on ARC West Michigan or on News Channel 3, I'll catch up with you tomorrow night, 5:30 and 6 on News Channel 3, and we'll do another Facebook and YouTube live right back here tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Hey, get some good rest. Look, we've almost made it to hump day. Tomorrow's hump day. And then we're halfway through the week. You know what that means? Then we'll turn our eyes to the weekend, so we're getting closer. So I hope you get some good rest, and take it easy tomorrow morning, especially on the roads. Prepare for rain and fog, and I'll meet up with you again tomorrow night. Thanks again, everybody.